Video 6, we have perpendicular bisectors. What we're going to do here is we're going to try to find the circumcenter and then circumscribe the triangle. So we have our points A, B, and C. Already like to do is find the equation first of the perpendicular bisector BC. So I think we probably found this a couple times already, but if we want to find the midpoint of BC, that's going to be 10 divided by 2, which is 5, negative 2 divided by 2, which is negative 1. And if I go 5 out, negative 1, it looks like that's on the line. So I feel good about that. Now, we've also found the slope of BC to be up 4 over 4, so a slope of 1. So my perpendicular slope is going to be negative 1. So we'll have a negative slope here. So if I just go here, I missed the center, but hopefully I lined it up good. That right there is our perpendicular slope. And for our perpendicular bisector here, we want to find the equation. So it's going to be y minus this point right here. We know it goes through y minus negative 1, so y plus 1 equals negative 1 x minus 5. That's great. Now we just need to find one other one. Let's find the one from, let's go from A to B. So A to B, that's going to be, I'll call this n. That's going to be 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So if I go 4, 2, that's going to be my midpoint. Now I need to go perpendicular. So from A to B, the slope from A to B, that's not how you write it. So AB, let's just say slope. That's going to be, we go down 2 and over 6. So down 2 over 6 is negative 1/3. So the perpendicular slope is going to be positive 3. So it'll be something like this. So now we just need to find that intersection point. So if I write this out, we know n is on that, so y minus 2 is equal to 3, x minus 4. And I'll solve this for y. Wonderful. So now our last step is to actually find the point that we're dealing with. So I'm going to take my value over here and substitute it for y. So I'm going to say I have 3x minus 10 is equal, ooh, I forgot about my plus 1, because it's y plus 1, is equal to negative x minus 5. So when I do this, I have 3x minus 9 is equal to negative x plus 5. If I add x to both sides, 4x minus 9, that's a horrible 9, hopefully you can read it, is equal to 5. Add 5 to both sides, 4x is equal to 14. Divide 14 by 4, and that's going to be 7/2, or 3.5. Now I can plug that into an equation. I choose to plug it in here, because that's a little bit easier. Y equals 3 times 3.5 minus 10. Again, my writing pretty terrible. 3 times 3.5, that's going to be 10 and a half. And I subtract 10 from it, and my y is 0.5. So it's going to be 3.5, comma 0.5. Now I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit on this one, just so we can see where this is at. 3.5, 0.5. So 3.5, 0.5, and that looks like it lands right where we want it to. So I feel pretty good about that. Now it says find the circumcenter. We've done that. Now it says circumscribe the triangle. So what we want to do is we want to take our circle or compass or something like that, And if we drew this accurately, we should be able to draw a circle that correctly hits all the vertices of the triangle. We might be a tiny bit off because there's some human error in there. But that's uh, one of the good things about the circumcenter is it's equally distant from all three vertices. So we can use it to circumscribe the triangle. Thanks.